Okay guys, so today we're here to talk about the BMW X7. I've had the opportunity to drive this thing for a few weeks now, and it is an amazing vehicle. So I'm just about to show y'all some of the features with it. This is officially the first vlog with the Sony ZV-E10. Let's see how we like it. Okay, so when you first get into the car, you got the start button down here, foot on the pedal, and then it's pretty cool. Everything is digital in this car. This right here, completely touchscreen. We have turn this AC down. Okay, I ain't gotta listen to all that. So we have of course the media stuff on here. Has Apple CarPlay. So that's pretty dope. If you like using your own GPS instead of the one BMW has installed in it. Boom. Totally up to you. Completely. Now, down here we have the controls to control that touchscreen as well. You can hit home from the while you're on the Apple CarPlay to bring you back to this screen here with the BMW navigation and the car's information and apps and everything else that comes with this. Won't get into all that stuff, but it's got a bunch of cool features. Tells you everything you need to know about the car. You can change the lightings on the inside of the car. Like, I don't know if you can tell right now it's daytime, but there's blue lights, and the BMW right now I have it set to that. And all of that can be controlled with this. Or, of course, like I said, it's all touchscreen. So, to show you some of the cool things about this, we have several different modes. Of course, you got Sport mode, Comfort mode, Eco Pro, Adaptive, and Auto H. I haven't even used that yet. I want to say that might be the default one, but I tend to stay between Eco Pro and Sport mode. I'll show you what Sport mode looks like. So this is like what it automatically goes to when you first turn on the car. You put it in Sport mode. This is what pops up, and then of course this little thing right here you can change. Hit this button over here. It changes that over there so you can see your music, which mode you're in. I think that's MPGs, yeah. The car's data, and then of course I like to keep it on this one. I like to see how many horsepower and foot-pounds of torque I'm getting. Light controls over here. Everything's about push of a button. Fog lights, main lights. I leave it on auto. So as soon as I put it into gear, which there's a cool way to do that too. So you watch right here. See, it doesn't go into gear. Still stays in park. But I hit this button on the side here. Then select the gear. Now it goes into drive. Hit this button on the back of it. Puts it back in park. Then the parking brake right here is pretty cool too. You can push it up or down to activate or deactivate it. I believe this is for like going down grades and whatnot. I don't really use that. I'm up here in Columbus. There's not a lot of that for me to drive through. This is another really cool feature I like. It can raise and lower the ride height of the car. So I push it down. Watch on the screen. Now it starts going low. You can see it. And it's hard to notice looking out of the window, but I can notice it, especially when I'm sitting right next to a car. I'll see like the mirror there start to go down some, it seems like. Yeah, so we can lower it. And then you can also raise it back up too if you're in like a area where there's a bunch of like really tall speed bumps and whatnot, but I like to keep it lower. I kind of tend to like to drive fast. This is another thing that they have here. It's like the safety features of the car. You can turn them on and off. It's really cool. I've experienced where there's a little light comes up whenever like I start driving off the lines, and then I'll feel the steering wheel start tugging a little bit to kind of sway me back. Got heated steering wheel, heated seats, AC. I wish it had AC cooled perforated seats, but can't really complain with everything else it comes with. Then More cool features is this huge sunroof right back here. So this is the main part that opens right here. That all is just like the panoramic view, but like this cover goes all the way forward and backwards. So just gonna stay open a little bit because I got the sunroof cracked. But leave that open. Now, the vehicle has 3 rows of seats. Pretty cool, you know, big old family size SUV, and it still does 0 to 60 in like a ridiculous amount of time, like super quick. Trunk space is nice as well. That folds out, and there we go. Wrong button. Look at all that space we got back here, and of course those seats can fold down. You can control it from right here. So there goes 1. Let's hit this one. That's pretty cool. And of course it has the real pretty headlights on it. Got the LED glow around it. Go. Kind of close. They kind of park close to the line. And another really cool feature, that's a wireless charger down there that my phone is sitting on top of inside of this little area. Oh, and these armrests are heated too when you turn on the heated seats. I see the space in there, plenty of space. Plenty of space inside the armrest covers. Those of y'all who know what I've driven before know that I used to have a 328i. Kind of dirty in there, but man, this thing scoops. Twin turbo inline 6. This is the M40i. The M50i, or sorry, X40i. The X50i is the one that comes with the V8 4.4 liter, but this thing still scoots. I think it's like 0 to 60 in like either 4 or 5 seconds, and for something that weighs over 5,000 pounds, that's fast. It's scooting. Like it'll put you back in the seat a little bit. But yeah, it's starting to rain, so I'm going to end the review here. Maybe later I'll be able to film some actual driving in this thing. It's one of the most comfortable luxury sports vehicles I've ever driven, like for real. So check back in with me. Oh, hey there guys. Just getting ready to head up out of here for this last day up here in Ohio. Headed back to the good old South. I miss it so much. I ain't gonna lie, I've had a blast while I've been up here in Ohio. Whew, that's heavy. Gear up. So, a couple things I've learned while I've been out here. One, I'm definitely a Sony man. Full conversion. Even the cinema camera I want is a Sony. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Canon makes great cameras, but Sony, you have my heart. Another thing, Ohio is actually pretty dope. There's a lot of culture. We got out yesterday and had a blast. Me and my co-workers, the friends I've met up here and whatnot, we got to hang out in Short North. We also went out to the, I don't know if it's pronounced Scioto or Scioto River. Either way, went out there. That was fun too. The Hoover Dam up here in Ohio, not the one in Vegas. Went to check that out. Got to see a beautiful sunset out there. The life in the city is dope. Like, we ran into this guy who was out there teaching a whole choreography step out there. It was pretty cool, and I wasn't expecting it. They had like kayaks for rent right there out in the city. And Travis, he went and rented a kayak. It was his first time on a kayak out there. It was pretty cool. Dude was just exploring new things. But yeah. But now, time to get ready to head back. Was gonna fly back, but I believe now plans to change, and I'm gonna end up riding back with Richard. Another one of my homies. See it in a little bit. All right, y'all see more of this BMW in the review I did on it. I didn't go like super in depth with the driving and whatnot, but this thing is an amazing vehicle. So pretty sure everybody who's seen me driving this thing probably think I'm a drug dealer by now up here. Oh man, I'll tell you my review of this BMW. It is an amazing vehicle. The twin turbo inline six does not disappoint. Mind you, I think this thing weighs like almost 6,000 pounds. Like, it's fully loaded luxury. Like the door armrest has the heated pads in it for, you know, when you activate the heated seats. You got that going on. Also the little glove box beside me in the center console that has heated pads in it too for when you want to use heated seats. Heated steering wheel, AC blows crispy. This thing performs very amazingly. Different suspension, transmission, and engine tuning modes depending on how you want to drive. You know, if you want to put a little pep on your step and make the butthole pucker a little bit, very fun. You can raise and lower the suspension on the vehicle as well, a few inches. There's a little switch in here for that. Now, if you put it in eco mode, like full eco mode, it's gonna do like the eco settings. But like, you can adjust any of the settings to your own configuration. Like if you put it in sport mode, you can put comfort suspension. Now, mind you, it's probably not gonna like perform as well if you left it in full sport mode, where, you know, the suspension is tuned to sport settings according to what BMW, you know, programmed this to. But like everything in here ran by computers. Everything has its own settings from what the factory says. It's one of those vehicles where like you don't have to do anything to it after you get it from BMW.